Behavior. This is probably the big laziness, but attitude, right? Raise your hand if you've got those preteens and teens that have attitude. Little man over there in red with the hoodie, does he have attitude? Sometimes that's okay. Hey, it's your stage of development. That's what I say. Sorry, it's my stage of development, right? 10 to 14-year-olds intellectually are extremely smart. Wicked smart, so smart that there's an entire global game franchise based off of how smart they are called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, right? Yes. So they are really, really, really smart when it comes to science and math and Pythagorean theorem and all these things. But what's happening is their brain is growing at a rapid pace. Their brain is changing from an adolescent brain to an adult brain, which means that a lot of energy is being exerted into growth of that brain. And when we think about like when we're expanding in interstates, you have to shut down some lanes, right, in order to expand. Same thing is happening in a preteen and teen's brain. Parts of their brain has to shut down so that more energy can go to other parts of the brain so that that brain can grow. And it starts from the back of the brain to the front of the brain. So the back of the brain is where they store information. This is where all that algebra and science and all those things are being stored. That's why when you're trying to compete with an Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, they're the smartest ones in this room, except for me. They're smarter than everybody else. Love telling that joke. Sometimes I get a lot of laughs out of it. They are wicked smart, but that means that there's no energy up here. Some people know energy, but less energy up here. And this is your prefrontal cortex. And this is where all of your decision-making skills are. Why did you eat a Tide Pod and record it on Snapchat? Right? Why did you try to eat a spoonful of cinnamon? Why did you punch a hole in the wall when you were really upset? Kick. Why did you kick a hole in the wall? Why did you kick? You're a second-degree black belt, and you walk up to drywall when you're upset, and you put your foot through it. Did you not think that a hole was going to happen in the wall? Why did you do that? Right? So they make bonehead choices because the prefrontal cortex is not really developed. But because they do that, we talk to preteens and teens kind of like they're not very smart. As a matter of fact, we talk to them like they're 5 and 6-year-olds, right? Like they're dum-dums. And Hunter's like, do my homework. Let's see how smart you are. Right? You think I'm a dum-dum for kicking a hole in the wall, but go do my Pythagorean theorem equation and see how smart you are. That's why they have attitude with adults. So how do we get them to have better behavior management? Is their brain is pushing back on orders from superiors because they know they're wicked smart when it comes to stats and memorization. It's just that they make bad choices, poor choices. So the tip is to help them rewire their brain so that they pick good choices. So for example, pick the exercise they want to do at beginning class. Instead of saying, okay guys, you have to do 10 push-ups, 10 squat jumps, 10 leg raises, and 10 jumping jacks as your warm-up. Ready, go. And you're telling them what to do. Or you could say, all right, we've got 10 push-ups, 10 leg raises, 10 squat jumps, 10 jumping jacks. You pick which exercise you want to do first. You pick the order that you want to do. Now all of a sudden, you're empowering them. Remember I said that they build most of their behavioral confidence through drive for reward or empowerment? Empower them. The other perfect example we use when we talk about teaching skills is forms. If I were to tell a class full of 10 to 14-year-olds, you got to do 15 minutes of forms, you're going to get attitude from your students. True or false? True, right? But if I said, okay, in this ring over here, you're doing your form with weights. In this ring over here, you're doing your form backwards. In this ring, you're doing your form in slow motion. And in this ring right here, you're doing your form progressively, which is start at the first move and then go back. Go to first move and second move and go back. Say, pick which ring you want to be in. Which ring would you want to be in? Weights, which one would you want to be in? Forms, which one would you want to be in? Backwards, very good. 5 minutes goes by, switch. Now, which one do you want to do? Backwards, what he said. You can't say backwards? I love you, I'm just teasing you. Weights, right? Okay, 5 minutes goes by, one more. What he said? What he said? You get my point, right? Now all of a sudden they're choosing. Instead of just having to do their form for 15 minutes, I'm empowering them because they're going to give me attitude. Why do I have to do my form 15 times or for 15 minutes? I already know it, right? Now, engaging them in choices, pick how you want to do your form, empowers them now. What is the level of effort going to be when they do their forms now? It's going to be much higher, okay? What do you guys think? Good? Okay, great, great.